we thought we would play a game. Some of you may be degenerates like us and have played this game before. I'll call it FMK. The F stands for, well, F. The M, marry. The K, kill. And we're going to analyze which team's drafts we would F, marry, or kill. PJ, would you like to go first, or would you like me to lead this one off?
You can lead this one off. I did the other one with the top 5, so I'll give you the floor.
I'm going to start, and let me explain. What's the difference? Like, you either like a draft or you don't like a draft. What's the difference between F and marry? And the F would be kind of a crazy schizophrenic draft that you really like some of the picks, and then some of them make you go, huh? What? You're nuts. Get the hell out of here. Marry would be, no, I absolutely love it. So that's the key delineation here as we play FMK NFL Draft Edition. F for me, I'll be honest, Cleveland. Because they catch my eye, right? By possibly getting one of the best, some people would tell you the best offensive tackle in the draft with their first round pick, PJ. They get Spencer Fano from Utah. And then they get wide receivers at 24 and 39. Casey Concepcion from Texas A&M and Denzel Boston from Washington. And then another quality offensive lineman, Austin Barber out of Florida at 86. And I'm like, oh, I just spotted you from across the bar. I'm going to take you out on a date and see if I can't get lucky. And then after a date or two, I come home to a rabbit boiled in my kitchen, and I go, you're insane. You took Taylon Green in the 6th round, despite already having Deshaun Watson, Shedeur Sanders, and Dylan Gabriel on the roster. What are you doing, Cleveland Browns? So the Browns would be my F, PJ, because I think they're a little crazy.
I mean, you certainly could make that argument. The Browns, time will tell, obviously, with Cleveland. I like some of the moves they made at receiver, which I think were good. Like you said, the Fano move, I love the fact they traded back, got it some extra capital. They got an offensive lineman, which is what they needed. The Browns, the Jets, like some of these other teams, I thought did a really good job, and the Browns were one of them. So Cowboys are going to be my F. Dallas Jarrah, I thought he killed it. Round 1, especially the Caleb Downs pick. We talked about that earlier. That was my favorite pick of the draft. Mekhi Lawrence getting the pass rusher out of UCF, 23. I thought they did an excellent job there. And Dallas, the thing about the Cowboys, Chris, is throughout the years, they normally do nail the number 1 picks for the most part. So Caleb Downs, I think all of us expect him to be pretty good. And Mekhi Lawrence, go look at their track record. Front 7 for the most part do pretty good. I expect him to be a good player. LT Overton, my guy at Bama, who they got in the 4th round. This was another guy, Chris, this time last year, people were projecting him 1st round. I think he's pretty good. Going to Dallas, I think, was great. And this was a team, Chris, how many times in the draft do we see teams that are great offensively and they don't spend enough draft capital on defense or vice versa? Dallas understood. Yep. 7 picks, 5 of them on defense. So I love what they did. So F Dallas Cowboys for me.
Now we get to the ones playing FMK NFL Draft Edition we would marry. We love these ones. They're fun, but they're also dependable. They're not too crazy. I got to roll with the Giants. I'll be honest, I love the Giants draft. I am down on one knee asking the Giants draft to marry me because I thought they landed at least 3, which is usually your guideline, at least 3, if not maybe 4 or even 5 starters in this draft. Arvell Reese, absolutely love. He's going to be immediate impact on a defense that needs immediate impact. I mentioned Francis Mauigoa earlier. I ranked him as my second favorite pick of the entire draft. That's what you need. That offensive line needed lots of work, and that's an anchor in place to help Jackson Dart protect him for the next decade, hopefully. Colton Hood out of Tennessee, the corner they got with the 37th overall pick. I love that one as well. That in this defense should be an immediate starter. Malachi Fields, who I also ranked in my top 5 of my favorite individual picks. Love how he will work across from Malik Neighbors. I know Slayton's there, Mooney's there. Fields should be starter alongside Malik Neighbors. And then final pick of the draft for the Giants with the 12th pick of the 6th round. They get Jack Kelly, the linebacker out of BYU, who is just nasty. I absolutely love the mentality, the way he plays. You put him in the middle of the field, and Jack Kelly, I think, is going to be the kind of guy. When you stack up, he's going to get to learn from Tremaine Edmonds, and then you stack up Reese, Kelly, and Abdul Carter. That's a hell of a linebacking core, PJ. So I would marry, if we're playing FMK NFL Draft Edition, I would marry the Giants.
Look, I mean, I agree with a lot of what you said. John Harbaugh certainly been in a lot of war rooms with the Ravens, and he knows all about best available. And they got Arvell Reese, that a lot of people felt like might have been the best player in this draft. And they got Mauioa out of Miami, which was a great pick. So I thought early on, Chris, we talked about it last week, 2 top 10 picks. They had to get those right. I think they did, and then some of the other picks along the way. So I'm with you. I'll go with the other New York team as the team that I want to marry.
Ooh.
I think Zach Kroll's New York Jets, baby. They absolutely killed it in the draft, especially in the first round. I would have gone with Bailey personally over Reese. I think Bailey's the more sure thing. I think he's the better pure pass rusher. I like that pick. Kenyon Sadiq at 16, Chris, was one of those picks that when the Jets were making it, and you're like, you know, they probably should go after Mekhi Lemon, like get a playmaker. Sadiq wasn't even in my thought process, but when they made it, it was one of those, like, I love those picks. Thought that was really good. And then they went and got Omar Cooper and Pons out of Indiana, I talked about earlier, that I absolutely love. So shout out to the Jets, man. Like, drafting really hasn't been that much of an issue for them in recent years. Especially some of the guys at the top. It's obviously been coaching, development, and then the quarterback position that they haven't gotten right. But I thought they did a good job again, and I want to marry the Jets draft.
I like it. Take them home. Let them meet the parents.
Absolutely.
Good job, Jets. Last one for FMK NFL Draft Edition, the draft I would kill. I know they only had 5 picks. I know their philosophy usually lends itself to using those picks a little differently. But I don't know if they got an immediate impact guy with any of those 5 picks. And maybe that's a testament to the level of talent they already have on their roster. But I'm sorry, the Rams. It's highlighted by drafting Ty Simpson 13th overall. I like CJ Daniels, who they got in the 6th, but I'm uninspired wholly by the rest of the Rams draft. That's the one I would kill, Pete.
For me, it's going to be Boy Wonder, James Gladstone, and the Jags. I just thought that their draft, Chris, I thought they reached for way too many prospects. They gave away their first rounder for the Travis Hunter deal last year, round 2. They got a tight end. I thought they should have addressed pass rusher more quickly. Just felt like he was trying to go for a lot more home runs rather than just taking singles best available. So I'll go kill the Jacksonville Jaguars. Did not like their draft.
So there it is, our first edition of BetMGM Gameday, FMK, and NFL Draft Edition.